My name is Mary Elizabeth Good, and I am here to talk about accommodations offered to students with learning disabilities at the collegiate level. What made me decide to choose this topic? I chose the topic of accommodations for students with learning disabilities at the collegiate level because it's a topic that speaks to me. I am a communication sciences and disorders major with the intended career goal of becoming a speech-language pathologist. I've learned a lot about learning disabilities in some of the classes I've taken thus far, and I can't wait to learn more, which is why I chose this topic today. How did I conduct my research? To conduct my research, I used two main resources, which were my special education textbook titled Exceptional Learners: An Introduction to Special Education, as well as my computer to research online articles for information regarding learning disabilities and their accommodations. How was the overall progress of my project? As a whole, this project went very smoothly for me. I really enjoyed the research process because I was able to learn more about learning disabilities and the accommodations schools offer for them, and that's just something I'm very passionate about. The most challenging part of this project for me had to be the organizing of the research, just because it takes a lot of time to go through and figure out what you want to put into a presentation that's only 5 minutes long. Now it's time to present my findings. What is a learning disability? According to Learning Disabilities Association of America's website, learning disabilities are neurologically based processing problems, which can interfere with learning basic skills like reading, writing, or even math, but they can also interfere with higher level skills such as organization, time planning, abstract reasoning, long or short-term memory, and attention. To diagnose a learning disability, it is no longer determined by an IQ. Actually, students with learning disabilities typically have an average or above average IQ. Now, learning disabilities are determined by the Response to Intervention, or RTI model, which usually involves 3 tiers with progressively more intensive instruction. If a student progresses unfavorably in each tier, they are then referred for evaluation. As far as prevalence goes, 5% of students ranging from the ages of 6 to 17 years old have been diagnosed with learning disabilities. Interestingly enough, learning disabilities are more common in males than females, with a ratio of 3 to 1. Furthermore, an individual can have a specific learning disability such as auditory processing disorder, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, dyslexia, language processing disorder, nonverbal learning disabilities, and visual perceptual visual motor deficit. What is an accommodation? According to a textbook titled Exceptional Learners: An Introduction to Special Education, accommodations include changes in the instruction that don't significantly change the content or conceptual difficulty level of the curriculum. What kind of accommodations do students with learning disabilities receive? In the classroom, a student can be offered a variety of accommodations, such as preferential seating, access to a note taker, the ability to record lectures, or even computer access for note-taking. For testing, students can also receive a variety of accommodations, such as extended time, distraction-free testing room, access to a computer for essays, access to a calculator for math, or even extra scratch paper. How does a student with a learning disability receive their accommodations in college? First, the student must register with the office that provides support for students with disabilities. The student will bring the documentation necessary to adequately support their disability, and at the University of Georgia, this would be the Disability Resource Center. Second, the office will confirm the student's disability and eligibility for services and accommodations at their institution. Third, the student and/or the office will provide the student's instructors with a letter recommending accommodations for the student. To wrap it up, I want to leave you with a quote from Jim Abbott. "It's not the disability that defines you. It's how you deal with the challenges the disability presents you with. We have an obligation to the abilities we do have, not the disability." I hope now you know a little bit more about learning disabilities and the accommodations offered to students with learning disabilities at the collegiate level. Thanks for watching.